definitely a rough week.
All right. Here with Dale Tallon on the eve of training camp. Just a little bit about the excitement level getting your first training camp going with the Panthers.
Well, I think it's exciting for all involved here because, we're obviously the first day, everyone's excited. 30 teams are excited. 30 teams think they have a chance, and that's obviously what we're selling here is hope. And, change, obviously, and a whole new attitude and approach to things. So I think the players are really pumped. They're very physically fit, really happy with the way they've all come early and trained hard to get ready for this day. Happy with the depth chart and happy with some of the work ethic of, mostly all work ethic of the young kids that were here at rookie camp, and I'm anxious to see how they perform with the pros. So overall, it's everybody's upbeat and positive, and we're undefeated.
A lot of competition for spots.
Yeah, we have a lot more depth in all positions, and that's the key to success is having inter-competition, and that's what I look forward to see who comes to the forefront, who wants it more than the other guy, and that's who's going to play on our team.
Dale, other than cutting it down to final roster to 23, whatever. What do you want to see the next 2 weeks? The most important thing to get resolved.
Passion. I want to see passion first of all. I want to see commitment. I want to see enthusiasm. I want to see dedication, all those things, but mostly commitment to the team. I want to bring really. I want to be a strong team. Everything surrounds team for me, and I want everything to make sure everyone to know that it's all about being receptive to each other and focusing on the team and not individuals.
That's kind of like a feeling,
yeah, it's a feeling. I think that's important to come across.
I'm going to character talk about that, but how about hockey-wise, technical-wise? This team we know
well, I think
what they need.
We obviously, it's a team that has more depth in goal and on the back end and on the forward position. We're better. We just have to see where everything falls into place. This is a team that I think is keen on trying to make changes and trying to compete for spots, and I think they're all ready to have a new attitude and a new approach, a new culture is what we're trying to develop here. And the guys we brought in all are character guys that are team-oriented guys that are tremendous in the locker room and good players as well. So that's what I'm trying to. That's my first focus. Is that.
Okay.
Obviously not going to be easy. I mean, you've got a Southeast division that pretty improved. Everybody's better in the division.
The NHL is a tough league. 30 of the best teams. It's not easy. Every night you got to be ready and be at your best. There are no easy games, and that's the key for us. Is it's not so much the productivity and production. It's more about performance and effort for me right now. Let's see how that develops, and I want a consistent game in, game shift by shift, consistent effort from everyone involved.
And is that something that you and Pete have been stressing to the players? This is what we expect out of you?
We expressed that to our kids the last week, and we're going to express it tonight and moving forward on a daily basis to our players here and throughout the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. How tough is it to get a lot of the new guys integrated in a new system in such a short period of time before the season starts?
Well, it's the same for everyone, and some teams have more new players than others. Obviously, some teams that have had success have added a lot of new players too and lost some players. So that's just the new cap era. You're not going to be consistently the same 20 guys every year. You're going to have changes, and everyone goes through it. But we have a good training camp schedule this year. I think we've put everything in place to be, really stable and not chasing all over the place. And we'll get off to a good. And then we've got a nice solid week before training or before the season starts, so we can work on systems. And the coaches have been hard at work putting everything in place so that it'll be easier for the players to understand what's expected of them. So I'm confident that when we hit Edmonton in October, that we'll be ready to go.
I'm kind of new to this sport as far as covering an everyday basis. Is that the week before the season starts? Is that always the case, or is it?
No, but sometimes you play. You play a couple days before. And you don't have a lot of time. So we tried to work our schedule such that we have some more time. Being that we have a lot of new players, that we will have a little more option to get more prepared as far as systems are in place.
And you weren't here last year, but I mean that travel schedule the last couple of years was just brutal.
It's tough on everybody, and especially going to Europe. I mean, that was a concern when we went to Europe with Chicago. I was concerned about the fatigue factor, but obviously it paid off for them. But so it's different strokes for different folks. But I think the players are happy that we're in a stable atmosphere and environment, and that we can be well rested and well trained and ready to hit the ground running.
Looking at the top couple lines offensively, scoring has been such an issue here the last couple of years. How do you address that? I mean, it's going to take more than just the top two lines,
Well,
right?
obviously it comes from the back end too. I like a team that has their defensemen get involved in the offense a lot and transition. I think that Weideman will help our power play, and I think Higgins will have a good bounce back year, and I think it'll be more of a diverse attack than I like. Three lines that can score personally, and that's the goal, is to try and develop that. That'll take some time, but we try to, it's tough to, if David's really stays healthy, which I'm confident he will, he has a good year. Higgins, as I said, and, I look for Frolik and Olej to have good years. I look for our young guys to contribute. Steven's going to be solid. I think he's going to have a great year, and Bernier and Grabner and Dvorak. We're going to have scoring that's going to be, not just one guy or one line. It's going to be a team concept, and that's how we're going to have to do it.
Can you talk a little bit about the competition on the blue line? You've got a lot of guys. You've got the third overall pick in that mix, and
well, it's important. I mean, you can't, to get through a season, you probably need 8 guys, and so it's nice that we have some depth in goal and on defense this year. And as we move forward in the draft, we will continue to address those needs and work at getting depth in all positions. But so far we have good competition for positions on the back end, and adding some guys in the off season has helped that. And then plus some of the kids that we drafted will get a good look see, especially the first week or so. But you can't have enough good defensemen to be successful in this 82-game season.
well, summer's now officially over. I mean,
Great.
where's the time gone, and are you
Really,
fired
well,
up?
the 4 months have gone by rather quickly, and we've accomplished a lot. I'm very happy with Mike Santos has done a terrific job, and all the staff here has really bought into what we're trying to implement, and it's been a real easy transition. Everyone's really been on board, and they've done a great job in setting things up for training camp, and it's been a lot of work in a short period of time, but we're real passionate about what we're doing. We've got a great staff here now, and bringing Murph back and Screwy back has been really a breath of fresh air, and having Peter Mahovlich and Kent Nielsen here, Stanley Cup champions that were great players in the NHL, to help our young guys and to help us find some top-notch players. We've brought in a lot of quality people to help us get to where we need to go.
Dale, doing something on Eric Goodmanson. He seems such a mature kid, and I know about his family situation with his brother, and what impressed you the most about this kid when you met him?
Well, he's a complete gentleman. He's a classy individual, and then they put the equipment on him. He's a different animal, but he really competes. He's big, he's mobile, he's got a good shot, he's got good skills, and he's eager to learn, and he's tough as nails. Besides, he's got all the components to be a leader on this team and be a future captain of the Panthers. So he's a special kid.